Destroyed buildings, killed civilians and constant fire. Russian forces keep attacking eastern and southern regions of Ukraine. In the Lugansk region, 9 more buildings were destroyed. A coal mine workings caught fire, and the gas pipeline was cut. 9 fires broke out in the region after shelling by the Russian army. Occupiers hit Severodonetsk, Lysychansk, Rubizhne, Kremina and Novodruzhevsk. Alexei Arestovich, advisor to the head of the office of the President of Ukraine, noted that the group of Russian troops that had passed through Kremina and claimed to have captured the city had been eliminated. There were battles in Marinka, the enemy entered the gray zone and was repulsed. The armed forces of Ukraine repulsed 10 attacks of Russian occupants in the Donbass during the day. Ukrainian defenders destroyed 12 tanks, 1 artillery system, 28 armored vehicles, Su-34 aircraft, Ka-52 helicopter, 4 unmanned aerial vehicles and a cruise missile. In the Mykolayiv region, Russian occupants shelled a hospital. It is reported of casualties. Explosions were also heard in Mykolayiv city. The enemies are also hitting the Dnipropetrovsk region. The Zelenodolsk was shelled with prohibited cluster shells. And this is how the Primorsk district of Mariupol looks after weeks of siege. Residents cook on an open fire near their damaged homes, complaining about the water shortage. The yards now serve as kitchen, a dining room and a beauty salon.
The water supply should be restored immediately. How can we live without water? It's horrible.
Someone, despite the constant shelling, stays to sleep in his bed, and someone moved to live in a basement. The apartments of most civilians are destroyed. They have nowhere to go. The uncertainty, they say, is the most frightening thing right now.
To be honest, we are not well. I have psychological problems after airstrikes, that's for sure. I'm really scared. When I hear a plane, I just run away. We are scared of the unknown. This is what scares us the most, the unknown and the devastation. We can't do the laundry because we don't have water, we don't have electricity.
The office of the president said that if the occupiers take control of Mariupol, there will be no more peace talks with Russia. According to Arestovich, in such a case, the main purpose of Ukraine will be the complete destruction of the enemy. 4 people were killed and 16 others wounded as a result of missile strikes on Kharkiv. The Russian occupiers hit residential buildings in daylight. 1 local resident was reportedly killed by a shell fragment.
Every day he went to go and get something to eat. The shelling began and everyone fled. Then we came out here, the man was already dead.
The enemy shell hit the 9th floor of the apartment building. It went practically through it.
It is good that nobody ran out onto the stairwells, because broken glass was flying onto the landings. There was a huge amount of glass, small and larger shards, so a lot of people could have been wounded or maybe even killed.
The Russian occupiers have also mined almost all minor roads in the Kharkiv and Kherson regions. They have mined unpaved roads, fields and plantings. The Russians also left plenty of explosive gifts in the Kyiv region. Despite the fact that rescuers and sappers are working practically around the clock to clear the region, the probability of an explosion is still high. A truck exploded on a mine in Irpin, and the driver was killed on the site. The mayor once again appealed to people not to return yet, because there are still many mined areas which the sappers did not have time to clear. Reported by Roman Smoler, Mariana Krechet, UATV.